Statistically, half of every group you've ever been in is below average, and almost nobody in that group believes it's them. You've been in a car when a friend cuts someone off, glances in the mirror, shrugs, and mutters, "Idiot," like the mistake belongs to everyone but him. You've walked out of a meeting, quietly convinced you were the sharpest person at that table, replaying your own comments in your head like highlights, even though you know that can't be true for everyone who was sitting there. You've probably ranked yourself, privately, as a kinder or more attentive partner than most people's partners, a more generous friend than most people's friends. None of this feels like arrogance in the moment. It feels like an honest read on reality. Psychologists call this illusory superiority, or the better-than-average effect, and it's been formally tested since the late 1970s, showing up again and again in wildly different groups of people who have absolutely nothing to gain by lying. In 1977, researcher Patricia Cross surveyed faculty at the University of Nebraska, asking professors to privately rate their own teaching ability against their colleagues in the same department. 94% rated themselves as above-average teachers. 68% placed themselves in the top 25% of the entire faculty. Do the math and it collapses instantly. In any group, only half the people can be above the median, and only a quarter can genuinely sit in the top quarter. That means a huge chunk of those confident professors were mathematically, provably wrong, and none of them knew it. Picture the hallway outside that faculty meeting. Every single person walking past you quietly believes they're the exception, the one colleague genuinely dragging the average grade down, and somehow that person is never them. Have you ever sat in a meeting, or a group project, or a family group chat, feeling positive you were the most capable person involved, surrounded by other people who, statistics say, felt the exact same private certainty about themselves? 4 years later, in 1981, Swedish psychologist Ola Svenson took the same idea onto the road. He asked groups of American and Swedish college students to rate their own driving skill and safety compared to other drivers in the study, using a simple anonymous questionnaire with no names attached and nothing to gain from exaggerating. 93% of the American group placed themselves in the top half for skill. 69% of the Swedish group, a country with a reputation for cautious, orderly driving, did the same. On safety specifically, the numbers were almost as lopsided. 88% of Americans and 77% of Swedes rated themselves safer than the median driver in the room. These weren't teenagers showing off in a parking lot. This was a quiet classroom exercise filled out privately with pencils and paper by adults who had no audience to impress, and yet an entire lecture hall of people, sitting shoulder to shoulder, each secretly believed they handled a car better and more safely than most of the strangers sitting next to them. Have you ever felt that little flash of relief after a close call in traffic? Cutting it too close at a yellow light, or braking hard at the last second? A quiet, well, at least I know what I'm doing, running through your head, right after doing something that objectively wasn't that safe. Here's why your brain does this so automatically. You have complete, front-row access to your own intentions, your effort, your best moments. The time you let a car merge in front of you, the extra hour you quietly put into a project that nobody else saw or thanked you for. But with everyone else, you only ever see the outward behavior, and usually the worst slice of it, the driver who cuts you off, the coworker who takes credit in one meeting. You're comparing your own highlight reel, shot from the inside, to everyone else's blooper reel, watched from the outside, and in that comparison, you win almost every single time. For most of human history, this bias wasn't a flaw, it was a survival tool. A little unearned confidence made you more persuasive in an argument, more likely to get picked as a leader, more attractive as a potential mate, and braver in the exact moments where hesitation could get you killed by a predator or a rival tribe. Researchers studying the evolution of overconfidence, including Dominic and James Fowler, in a 2011 study modeling competitive conflict, found that slightly overconfident individuals actually outperformed perfectly accurate, rational ones over time, because confidence itself changed how hard people fought and how others reacted to them. The catch is that this shortcut was built for small tribes of maybe 30 people, fighting over scarce food and territory. It never got an update for a modern world of performance reviews, dating apps, and 6-lane highways, where being wrong about your own ranking has real, sometimes costly consequences for the people around you. So here's a 2-second gut check for the next time you catch yourself thinking, "I'm better than most people at this." Ask yourself, better than who, specifically, not the vague, faceless average person floating in your head, but the actual 5 people you work with, live with, or just drove past on the highway. Try to name them, one by one, in your head right now. If you can't picture real, specific faces who are genuinely worse than you at the thing you're claiming, your brain probably isn't reporting a fact. It's just running its favorite ancient shortcut again and calling it self-awareness. We all know one, the guy convinced he's the best driver in every parking lot on Earth. The coworker positive the whole team would collapse without him. The friend who somehow rates every past relationship as their partner's fault. Tell us that story in the comments. What did they do, and did anyone ever actually have the guts to tell them the truth to their face?